everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is air fryer beef kebabs. So today is going to be a two-part recipe. So we're going to start with prepping our kebabs, and then we're going to move on to the garlic naan, which is such a simple recipe. This one is high protein. It is really great for a meal prep, and it's something that's versatile and just really easy and fun to make. So I have my ground beef ready to go. I'm using a 90% lean ground beef. I recommend you use something like 85% lean or 90% lean. You don't want to do the 80% lean because it's a little bit too much fat. So go to the 85 or 90%. And I have 1 pound of the ground beef ready to go. I'm gonna prep my vegetables next. So I like to add a lot of flavor. This is a flavor-packed recipe. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prep my green bell pepper. So I just like to kind of slice off a little bit. I'll include all of my measurements in the description below. You guys already know that, so head down there to see how much I'm using and what I am using. And of course, you can adjust to your preference if you want to add more or less. I don't like to overpower the flavor of the ground beef itself, so I just like to add a little bit of the vegetables to kind of help enhance the flavor of the meat itself. So I'm just going to finely chop my green bell pepper. And I'm using a green bell pepper because it is less sugar dense, it's less sweet. You can use a yellow or orange or red if that's what you have available to you. But the green I like because it has, again, the pepper flavor without too much sweetness. I don't like for my meat is a little bit too sweet. So next thing I'm gonna do is prep my onion. And I have a Vidalia onion. You can use a yellow onion as well. And I'm gonna use about a quarter of the Vidalia onion. I'm gonna dice this as well. So I'm gonna slice it down. And I'm gonna dice this into really thin pieces. Next, for a little bit of a kick, I am going to add some jalapeno. So I'm going to roll my jalapeno. That really helps get the spice out without including the seeds. I'm gonna slice the top off and take out the seeds from my jalapeno. And I'm only gonna use about a quarter of it. Again, I want the spice, but I don't want it to be too overwhelming. Might even use a little bit less than a quarter. And for the jalapeno, you wanna make sure that it is really finely chopped because you want those tiny pieces. You don't wanna have big bites of jalapeno in the meat itself. So I'm just kind of going back and forth, making sure that it is finely chopped. And the last thing I'm gonna prep is garlic. I'm just gonna slice off the top. I wanna get 2 large garlic cloves. Take them out of the peel. I'm just gonna smash it, make it easy to take the peel off. And now you're just going to finely mince your garlic. So I just kind of keep going back and forth with a knife until it is really finely minced. You could also throw it in a food processor, whatever is easiest for you, as long as it is really, really fine. I started to preheat my air fryer to 370 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm gonna start mixing my ground beef while the air fryer is preheating. You wanna let it preheat for about 2 to 3, maybe even 4 minutes, just so the entire air fryer gets hot and you're not putting the beef into a cold air fryer. So to my ground beef, I'm gonna add my seasonings. And this recipe has a lot of seasoning, so again, everything will be in the description below. So I'm gonna start by first adding some salt. So I have some sea salt. We're gonna do some onion powder. Some dried parsley. Some hot paprika and some mild paprika. Garlic powder. a little bit of cumin, and some black pepper. I'm also going to take some fresh oregano. If you don't have fresh oregano, you can use dried oregano as well. And I'm just gonna kind of rip it up into the meat as well. I'm gonna also add the vegetables that we just chopped. So our jalapeno, the bell pepper, garlic, and the onion. And we're just going to combine all of the seasoning and these vegetables together. If you're enjoying this video so far, hit that like button down below and also subscribe while you're at it. One extra final ingredient I'm going to add is some tomato paste, and you're gonna mix that in as well. The tomato paste really adds some great flavor without adding too much moisture. You could also technically grate a tomato if you wanted to and squeeze out the liquid, but the tomato paste is just so much easier, and because it's concentrated, it's actually more flavor packed than a fresh tomato. We're ready to lay out our ground beef into the kebab. So I'm gonna take an air fryer liner, and these are the air fryer liners that I use. They're available on my Amazon storefront if you wanna purchase them. And of course, I'm using my Tasty air fryer. If you want the discount code, head to the description below where you can get discount on this air fryer, which I absolutely love. So for my air fryer liner, which this air fryer liner is for my air fryer, so if you have a different type of air fryer, you might need a different size. I'm going to take the ground beef and I'm gonna put it on to the liner. And essentially what we're gonna do is we're just going to evenly spread it out in an even layer into the square of the air fryer liner. Just kind of press it. I'm using a silicone spatula. You could just use your hand. And I'm just spreading it out evenly into a square. So now that the ground beef is laid out in a square, it's essentially just the same size as the air fryer liner. I'm going to take a bench scraper and I'm going to create the kebab. This is the super easy part. So you're gonna take your bench scraper and just kind of press down, dividing into even kebab pieces. I'm just gonna kind of separate it out, make sure that it is separated all the way down. And then I'm going to turn it horizontally and I'm going to press in to kind of create those grill marks that you see on kebabs. So we're just pressing in like that. And I'm gonna do that for all of the kebabs that we have. This is now ready to go into the air fryer tray. So I'm gonna carefully place the kebabs into my air fryer tray. And this is going to cook for 12 to 15 minutes at 370 degrees Fahrenheit. I say 12 to 15 because it could take the full 15, but you wanna check it at 12 to make sure that the meat is not burning. While our beef kebab is cooking, we're gonna work on the garlic naan. This is a high protein garlic naan, and it is super, super simple. It seems like a really complicated recipe, but it's absolutely one of the easiest to make. So I have some all-purpose flour. If you have self-rising flour, you can just use 1 cup. I don't have self-rising, I just have regular unbleached all-purpose flour. So I'm gonna show you how to make it self-rising. It's super, super simple. I'm taking 1 cup of my unbleached all-purpose flour and I'm putting it in a larger bowl. You're gonna do about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And this is the part that makes it self-rising. It's the baking powder. So you need, for every cup of all-purpose flour, you need 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. So I'm gonna do 1.5 teaspoons of my baking powder. And there you go, you don't need to buy any specific self-rising flour. You just made your own self-rising flour. I'm just gonna whisk this together just to make sure that that baking powder and the salt are all over the all-purpose flour and they're evenly spread out. Next, I'm going to be adding some Greek yogurt. This is whole milk Greek yogurt. I like this brand, Stonyfield. It's an organic brand. I'm not sponsored by anyone, but this is just a really good one. Not too sour, not too dry to the texture of the yogurt itself. And I like to use the whole milk one. You can use the non-fat, you can use the reduced fat, whichever you have available to you and whichever your preference is. So I'm gonna start with about 3/4 of a cup, so a little bit less than 1 cup, because every Greek yogurt kind of has a different texture. So I would start with 3/4, and then you can add up to 1 cup of the Greek yogurt. So I'm starting with about 3/4 of a cup. I'm gonna add that in. I'm gonna put a glove on just so I don't get my hands all messy. And I'm gonna add the flour from the sides towards the center first. And then we're going to just carefully mix everything together until it forms a dough. If you know someone that would also love to see this recipe, someone who's a meal prepper, someone who loves a high protein recipe, and if you're watching this, I assume you love high protein recipes, make sure to share this video with them by hitting that share button. And also, if you haven't checked out any of my other high protein recipes, go ahead to my main page and check out my high protein recipes playlist, where you can find other great meal prep and just recipes for you to have throughout the week. So I'm just mixing all of these ingredients in until I get a nice dough. And I think I'm gonna add a little bit of that extra Greek yogurt. I'm gonna add approximately that 1/4 of a cup that I didn't originally add. And you're just gonna continue to mix that in until everything is combined. I'm adding some all-purpose flour to my surface. And I'm just going to continue kneading. You basically want the dough to be not sticky at all, and it should easily form a disc without falling apart. So you can see that the dough is not sticky. I did change my gloves. So I'm going to now form my dough into a ball. And now that I've formed it into a ball, I'm going to cut it into even pieces. Now it just depends on your preference of size. I'm gonna do 4 because I like them about medium sized. So I have my 4 even pieces. I'm gonna now form them into a ball. I'm gonna add a little bit of extra flour so it's not sticking to my hands. I'm gonna form them into the balls. And then to form the naan itself, all you need to do is just flatten it out until it's the desired size that you're looking for. So I'm gonna flatten this out. I don't want it too huge, but I don't want it completely tiny. You could just do it with your hand, or you could use a rolling pin. So I have my rolling pin. I'm just going to roll them out. I just kind of turn until I get it to the desired size that I want. And that's my naan. It is ready to go. I'm gonna place it on a sheet pan just so it's ready to go when I'm ready to actually fry it. Or I shouldn't say fry it, but put it on a pan. And I'm just getting all of these so they're ready to go. Our naan bread is ready to go for cooking, but before we start cooking, I wanna work on the actual garlic butter that's gonna go on top. So let's set these aside for just a moment. I'm melting some unsalted butter, about half a stick of unsalted butter. So it's like 4 tablespoons. And I'm gonna take 3 garlic cloves. We're just gonna peel them off because we're going to press the garlic into our butter. If you have salted butter, just use salted butter. But if not, add about 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And then press the 3 garlic cloves just directly into the butter. And that is all you need for the topping to the garlic naan. If you want, you could also add some fresh parsley. I'm not gonna be using that today, but if that's your preference, go ahead and add that. I have a large nonstick pan that I've heated on a medium heat. I'm gonna add some avocado oil spray, just to kind of coat the bottom. And we're going to now cook our naan for 1 to 2 minutes on each side. So you're just gonna throw it onto the pan. And I literally set a timer for 2 minutes and then I flip it. After 2 minutes, go ahead and flip over the naan. You You can see it has that gorgeous golden color. You're gonna cook for an additional like 1 minute on the second side. Once your naan is finished, go ahead and take it out of the pan. I like to flip it over. And then you're going to take that garlic butter sauce that you just worked on and brush it on top with a basting brush, just directly onto the naan. And that adds that garlicky butter flavor just right on there. And I like to try to get some pieces of the garlic directly on as well. You're gonna repeat this process and just cook all of the naan that you have until it is all cooked. While your naan is finishing cooking, go ahead and work on your sauce for the beef kebab and the naan. I just have some Greek yogurt. It's the same Greek yogurt I used before, so some whole milk Greek yogurt. I'm gonna add some fresh mint, which I just like to rip up just directly into the Greek yogurt. I'm gonna add a pinch of salt, a pinch of garlic powder, and a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. You could do about a tablespoon. Go ahead and combine those ingredients together, and that's all you need for a really simple and delicious, refreshing yogurt sauce. And that is it. You have a simple, delicious, high protein recipe. You have these incredibly juicy beef kebabs that we just made in the air fryer, which is just the easiest way to make this, and also some high protein garlic naan. I love to plate it like this because I can kind of pick and choose and make little bite size. So we're gonna do that right now. So I have my gorgeous garlic naan. I'm just gonna rip off a piece. And I kind of open it so I can put in my desired toppings. So I like to add a little bit of my onion. I like to add a fresh green bell pepper, a little slice of tomato, and then of course you need your yogurt and the star of the show, which is our beef kebab. And I just like to rip off a piece. Take a look at that. It's so gorgeous. And there you have the perfect bite, packed with flavor, packed with protein, a really great simple meal prep. You guys are gonna love this one. Cheers. Absolutely packed with flavor. I love this recipe. I love it for meal preps, and I love it because it meets all of my macro goals. I'll include the macros in the description as well for all you guys that love to track your macros. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Also hit that notification bell to never miss a tasty upload. Till next time.